There are 24 seconds left in the round, and Sick is trying to use Sage Wall to plant on the B site. But wait a minute, EG used their Sage Wall to cancel the plant and boost the player and get the kill. That is a Sage diff. So let's take a look at the Sentinels B take here on Icebox. Shazam doesn't use his rechargeable utility to dart close, but uses his drone instead. His drone doesn't clear top, and Tens dies to Jogimo from the top off angle on top of B main. Konpeki does get the trade kill, and Sick runs over to Sage res Tens. When Sick reses Tens, Dapper uses his Viper Wall. As soon as Dapper uses his Viper Wall, EG knows that all 5 players are in B main, since they saw all of their individual utility used there. Sentinel don't think about the enemy's Sova dart, get scanned, and die again as they're pushing yellow. Dapper starts to full sprint from B main to try to rotate to A, but EG can hear it from the position they are in and cut him off. They have no map control for this rotate, and it somehow catches Dapper off guard. Let's compare this B take to a much better team and spot the differences. So let's take a look from the world champions Optic and their B take from their games from VCT Iceland. Sova has a dart lineup from spawn, and he's going to combo the dart with a flash from KO to stop them from breaking the dart. At the same time, Sage also has a lineup for her orb to go ahead and slow orb B main as well. So that's how they're doing a really good job of fighting and controlling space by comboing their utility together to fight for that space. So let's go ahead and play out the round and see what happens. So as you can see here, there's a flash, there's a scan, and there's a slow orb that lands in B main. Now Optic are still fighting for space here, and they do end up picking off Aspas. And at the same time, they're controlling the rest of the map, so no one's over-rotating, they're still controlling space, and they're creating holes in their defense. Knowing that LLL are on the back foot now since they're in a 4v5, and they're down in numbers, they know they're going to try and look for a play, so they're just holding. As a result of this, they go ahead and get a kill on A, and this pressures LLL even more now because they're in a 3v5 now, and they're going to peek for information again. Optic is playing this very methodical, and boom, Viper peeks, and then she dies as well. So now after Viper dies, Optic has full map control, and then you will see Marv finally start to take up the space, as he knows they've created giant holes in their defense since there's only 2 people left alive. So as a result of this, Optic are going to say, hey, they don't know that, we're still here. I'm going to fast forward this here. Optic throws their knife in yellow, and they start to rotate off of the B site. Marv walks up tube to kitchen, as you can see here. And they throw the knife in yellow to create pressure to still make LLL think that there still might be one person on B. So as a result of this, it's very important to note that Optic still have their drone after all this time. They just don't throw it out willy-nilly, and that was kind of like a trend for the top teams at VCT Iceland, is that they value drones so much for the executes, as well as just like faking sites. So they really valued that drone for conditioning and just A takes, as if that was their plan at the start of the round. So now they have the drone, they use the drone, and they're pushing Sova off. They have the information that he's on the left side going towards screen, and they have all this space uncontested right now from LLL. At the same time, Optic hears Chamber running from B, and he goes ahead and knows where both people are since he has that giant space on the map where he has so much control now. So that's mainly the big differences. You can see a clear difference in how methodical Optic are with how they take space on the map in comparison to Sentinels, who kind of just like throw utility at the start, and they don't actually have a clear goal or objective. They just try and get kills, and it's like they're a very good group of talented individual players, but they don't know how to play together as a team. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sentinel's A attack here. So the first thing I notice is that they go ahead and try and Sova drone from Belt. Most teams like to go ahead and Sova dart at the start because it clears the front of A main on Icebox. Not only that, but if he walks up Belt and tries to Sova drone, if they did decide to push, they would timing this drone since it takes a while to go ahead and travel out. Not only that, but they break the drone for free, and this shows me again that Sentinels do not value drone as much as they should when they're execing a site. The other thing I noticed too is that at the same time, you'll notice that the defending chamber walks down mid and he has a chamber trap on B. That means they have full control of mid and B right now, and they know that the entire of Sentinels are probably here on the A side. As a result of this, EG decide to 4-man rotate and 4-stack on the A site while they have their op in mid, their chamber op in mid, watching the cross in case they try and rotate out. Now this is where it gets a little bit silly since TenZ does die. Once TenZ dies, I notice that Sentinels usually don't know what to do after. Their usual strategy when it comes to taking sites and winning rounds is Sentinels, TenZ, go, kill. That's their main strategy, and now I don't really need to do any deep analysis. I just want you to go ahead and see how the round plays out as they go ahead and try and fight A one by one.
What the hell is even that?